Hello, YouTube. Welcome in. We're doing a test since the internet has been doing really well today. I'd love to make this a thing where I just multi-stream again, um, every week. But if you don't see me on YouTube, I am on Twitch. So a type of camera I didn't know that Olympus had ever made. Ooh, do you want to send a picture? I'd love to see it. Interchangeable lens rangefinder cameras that the company's ever made. Ooh, is it a film camera? 1958. Whoa. Wow. So is this one of the cameras that Oh, you said you didn't know it existed prior, but I don't know. I was gonna say, is it one of those ones that I can't remember what it's called. You just like have been looking for your whole life? But I realized I kind of answered my own question before I stated it. But we're working on the side panel today. I have the front panel done ish. At least I at least realized, not really finished. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do to get it all together. So it's a lot of work here. I'm wondering if there's a way I can display that so that you guys can see that I'm not just getting started. I'm doing like if anybody's hopping in who's new. The stream on the YouTube might be a little bit short depending on how my internet holds up. Just put some pics of it in the Discord. Ooh, okay. I'll check that out after stream. Thank you. A lens size comparison. So my brain is a little foggy today. By interchangeable lens rangefinder, could you describe a little bit about that and what that means? Just I want to make sure I'm understanding. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I didn't realize that they didn't make cameras like that. I'll have to see exactly what it looks like compared. Thank you for sending the comparison, because yeah, very visual person here. Fixed lens. Oh, really? Huh. Kind of, is it kind of okay, so how does that compare to their modern not film cameras? Do you know? Mm. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. Don't people usually design fully from scratch with cameras? So to use parts that they already have? Wonder what their decision-making process was behind that too. Mhm. A focal plane shutter versus a leaf shutter. Huh. Okay. It sounds interesting. I don't know what any of that looks like. I want to try out a new pair. I don't know if these ones are too big, but I've been meaning to try out a pair of pliers that I haven't. Just to, like keep my wrist from bending too much. These, they're huge. Yeah. I don't think that they're gonna work for this project. I think they're for the other hand too. I don't know. Maybe not. They're huge though. I don't think I could do that for this, but this is nice for like stainless steel bigger work. My father-in-law is lending them to me. Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh, I've never heard of that before. 80. Oh, 3.5 centimeters is 35 millimeter. Okay. 8 centimeter is 80. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that just, yeah, breaks my brain thinking about it. How did you figure out to translate it? Did you just like Google it? Like, hey, I don't know what but 4.5 centimeters equates to in photography terms. Hi Ace, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, is that a peak badge? That's so cute. What are you up to? How are you doing? Oh my goodness. How'd you get that badge? I don't, it's probably a drop, right? I'm so terrible at claiming or doing any of those drops. Doing pretty good. Taking it easy today. We're working on the side panel for the chainmail piece that I've been working on for, I don't know, forever now. This is the front part. I don't remember the last time you were here last with a full progress update. I'm gonna take a tea break for a second. The Valentine's event. What? Kaylin? Do you have an alt account? Wait. Oh, the other one. The other one's Kaylin. Okay, I was like, I had to watch many hours of co-streams. Gotcha. Well, that couldn't be too hard. That was a fun game to watch. Yeah, the other one, the hang on, what is it called? Super K 63 wave. Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about the badge Gardamus. Bing Bong Love. That's so cute. Ace, I thought you were Kaylin for a second. I was like, is Kaylin just in disguise this whole time? I always identified you guys as two different people, so I'm glad I got that correct. Gardamus. Ooh, yeah, I have the first half of that. I don't have the second half. That was for a hype train, right? Oh, it did? Was it am I having a hiccup too? Gardamus got jokes. Yeah. It says my internet's good. Is it me? I am trying to multi-stream and see how that works. Doing a little test. Oh, okay. It's fine on your end. Good. Good to hear that. I'm so sorry though. I know we just hit an ad break. I need to go to the bathroom really quick. I've been drinking too much tea. So enjoy the tunes. I'll be back in like 1 minute. All right. We're a little headachy today. Are e-bikes a big problem in your state? Not in the state, but when I lived closer to like the downtown area of where I was in the city that I'm in, um, they uh I don't know how many car accidents that I've witnessed with just people getting hit by cars while they were on their e-bike. It was many. So, is that the kind of problem you're thinking about? What do you mean by acting weird? Because by law where I'm at, you have to be a specific age to even operate them now. I don't know if that's a national thing or not, but we were one of the first to introduce that, I think. With thefts. Oh yeah, that was a whole thing too. I think that still is a thing. The anti-theft or whatever on those don't work. Doesn't stop anybody. Mm. Oh, that's what you're talking about? Yeah, they've been doing that for years here. They've been doing that for years here. They issue a lot of restrictions and stuff. And I think they were some of the first people that do a lot of the restrictions because all of a sudden entire parks I can't even go on the e-bikes with. Also it's the e-bike versus the e-scooters. The e-bikes I prefer over the scooters. The scooters are scary. Like yeah. Yeah. And I lived in a big city too, so like a couple of big cities. One of them, it wasn't a problem at all. Another one, it also wasn't a problem because it was very hilly. So not a lot of people rode those bikes anyways. It was more the mopeds and Vespas and motorcycles, but I think everybody was pretty safe. There were a couple of people while I was even riding on my Vespa up there where I don't know, people were a little scary, but I was more scared of the cars. So, the cars are scary. Had several near-death experiences. Like had they been over like an inch or a couple of inches, I would have been down, could have been out on the freeway, that kind of stuff. So, you know. It's a different thing though. I live in a city with bike lanes everywhere, so I don't get it. I mean, you can only do so much about that, you know? Sorry you're going through that. But yeah, I live in a very isolated area now. It doesn't even feel like it's in the same city. I could spend a lot of time in my area and not leave and not go to even close to where I live. It's just, you know, I think that's the thing about bigger cities. Hmm. I've seen that happen myself, actually. Yeah, we've had to submit our cameras to uh many times just for like that kind of stuff. Our camera data. We also caught an arson on camera, so that was interesting too. Some dude just wanted to light a bunch of buildings on fire. Yeah. I hope they got caught. I've always okay, so I have a camera. I think that is a like centimeter based lens, and I never figured it out. I was just confused. I actually grew up in a biking family. This is a little different. The e-biking is a different kind of thing. No, it was just a lot of smoke. It was a lot of smoke. So I'm making a garment actually, Ace. Here is the front part, and then this is the side part that I'm working on. So I'm currently making like the under the arm part. Um, but I also don't have a pattern piece, so I'm kind of just making it up as I go. Oof. If this migraine doesn't go away, oh, I did just take some ibuprofen. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be a shirt or a dress yet. I really want it to be a dress, but I'm I'm not sure if I'm able to do 1,000 hours worth of labor. We'll see how I feel 500 hours in. Thank you. It's really calming. So it's not something that's once I figured out the general idea of the pattern, it's really just muscle memory. So patience wise, it's just like you don't see a lot of progress in a couple of hours, but I don't know. I'm kind of doing that on purpose. Like, I don't want to worry about having something done by a certain amount of time in this age of instant gratification culture. And I kind of want to combat that by making a piece that takes so many hours, document the process, kind of just show people like, hey, I like the creative process. Maybe we can all do that a little bit together too. You guys can tell me what you guys are working on, and that's that. And I mean, I do a bunch of other creative stuff as well. I do photography. I'm working on a novel, that kind of thing. And I don't know, just like being able to do all these really cool creative things. It's fun, and I want to share that with you guys. I've spent most of my career hiding behind the scenes and not really showing much progress. And I kind of decided I was over that because I felt like I wasn't getting seen. Um, but I kind of also decided I wanted to do it on my own terms, you know? So that's the long story. And I like talking about the creative process as well. This is just something that's like, I don't know. It's not necessarily easy. I still have to like pay attention to what I'm doing, otherwise I do mess up, but it is pretty much muscle memory at this point with a weave this small. Um I feel like it's somewhat similar to knitting or crocheting, not in the movements, but with like how um how progress is made, the feelings that you get while making it. Um just like it's very calming. I consider it, like I was saying earlier, a nervous system reset for me. I have a very busy, very fast-paced and working environment, and this is a really nice little peaceful change for me. And I really need it every week. Feel like I'm not quite the same without it. So I don't know. Whenever people say that I have patience, it's like I don't really know what to say because it's not a matter of patience for me, you know? Other than like maybe getting the final result um within a couple of 100 hours or with even like 50. So, I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling. Hopefully that all makes sense. I wonder when Ben Howard is going to be releasing new music. I just saw him live in 2024 and I need to see him live again. Not to rush anybody on creating music, as I literally just talked about the creative process, but I want a new album. Oof, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna need a little breather. Um, feel like I shouldn't push my body too hard. We've been working at it for an hour. There's our progress. Made about this many in an hour. I might have to take ad break to just prep some food, make sure I eat a little bit more because I'm a little bit hungry. I should do my nails again, huh? Am I the only one that likes it whenever their nails are looking a little bit like this? Reminds me of like, I don't know, the little emo days. I feel like perfect nails are just not quite the vibe for me. I like a little bit janky. Oh, also, something that's really satisfying while we just take this little breather. The stretch. It reacts a lot like fabric. I should make gloves. Oh, I would hate myself for gloves more than this. This is basically just making sheets. Metal sheets. Gloves would be so cool though. Look at that. That'd be sick. Maybe that could be. I have so many ideas for projects. I'm just like on this one and I'm stuck on this one until I get done. I'm not gonna start any more big projects. I'm a one project at a time kind of girl. Although I could be eating my words by taking on another project for like a YouTube video in the meantime, but we'll see. Just to like give you guys something. But I don't know. Not rushing too much. Oof. Yeah, so migraine is pretty intense right now. I feel a little better just sitting here like this. Happy to keep chatting. Um, okay. Let me check my messages on here really quick. Like I said, on call 24/7. Ooh, and then for the thing that I'm going to in March, it looks like a lot of the planning is already done. So that's exciting. Um, I wish I could tell you guys more, but I'll tell you guys more maybe like after I'm back what I did. I'm super excited. I'm gonna be going for a week for a big project. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just it's exciting. I've been wanting to go to this place for this project, for this event for a little while, and it looks like it's happening. So, yay. And then I'll get to see all my colleagues. I haven't met some of them. I haven't met some of them in person. We've only just talked on Zoom. Um, I'm going to a show this week. Ooh, yeah. I am going to a show this week. Maybe I'll do another stream, but I'll do it on Glasse Factory in here this week. I can't make any promises, but maybe I could do that. That could be fun. We'll do another photo editing stream, our first one of the year. I need to do more of those again. I've been missing it. But yeah, just got my camera back, finally taking on some gigs again. So it was a little slow going for a second. Should I prep more rings, maybe? Maybe. We are running a little low. But yeah, we made about this much progress in an hour. No, no, no. I lied. This much. So that's better than I thought. I was like, dang, we didn't make much progress at all. But yeah, this much. Let me take a little bit of time to adjust a couple rings that got messed up. I feel like I have a lot more grip on these pliers, so I need to be more careful with these rings. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, any others that got messed up along the way? Oh, bunk. Baby steps, yeah. Oh my gosh. I was just I've been playing Ark off stream a lot. Uh, I've been doing like non-aggressive lobbies as well. Just because I'm not a PvP kind of girl. I don't really like doing that. And I also don't like being in open voice chat during those kinds of things because people aren't very nice. Um, but I was just
We
thinking about like
drink
a
when the
couple of
game is
things.
over.
Hi, Jet. Thanks for the hydrate. Hello, Queen. Well, hello. um, yeah. So after this, if my migraine's already getting better. Let me hydrate really quick. You just caught the flu? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Whatever's going around right now is bad. Um, but yeah, I've just been thinking about like grinding on the trials as we wait for the season end. I really want a specific outfit variant. And I'm really close. So, I was just thinking about a couple of moments that happened yesterday while I was on there with some friends. I feel like talking about video games that you played and specific scenarios that happened are is just about as interesting as hearing about people's dreams whenever they talk about them. I don't know if it's just me. Like I really want to be interested in the dream that you had. I really do. But I'm lost 99% of the time that you're telling this story. Coughing all day. Oh no. I hope you get better soon. I had that flu before Christmas. I did too, and that's why I'm on the diet that I am right now. Because it's I'm not going to go into too many specifics, but basically since I got that illness, I personally like deal with an allergic reaction every time I have pretty much anything other than chicken and rice and like a couple of other things. So, yeah, it even limits me like to certain fruits and vegetables as well. So, I hope you get better soon. I do not wish this illness on anyone because it just stinks. Um, everybody I know who's had it has recovered really well though, so I don't want to like create any scare tactic or whatever. I think I know that I'm just a freak case, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Yeah, I hadn't been that sick yet. I'm thinking personally, like I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going around, but I think it's the new COVID. Just based on how my body responded, because I've had long COVID before and I feel like I have it again. So it's getting better though, so that's why I'm talking about it. If it wasn't getting better, I think we'd be having very different conversation here. Yeah, I will. I will after stream. What'd you put in there? All right, YouTube, we're going to be calling it today. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Stick around on Twitch. Twitch, I'm not leaving. Just see things getting a little unstable. All right. Bye, YouTube.